So where should you start? I come across a lot of people who are new to this community and they're very excited and they're very interested and they want to really dive in uh, to spirit and see what's going on. But the main question they always ask is, well, where should I start? And I feel like that's kind of a really difficult question to answer because everybody needs to start in a different place. And where I need to start might not be where you need to start. So the first thing that I would say is, one, of course, always study things, read about things, take classes about things that are interesting to you, that you feel passionate about. And that's always a good way to start because I think wherever your interests lie, it's kind of pulling you towards something bigger. So don't be afraid to go out and really, grab on to different subject material and learn, right? I think reading is a really big part of becoming spiritual because you really need to grab a lot of information, right? And there's a lot of really great books out there that will help you do that, in addition to people and classes and videos and things like that. The second thing that I would probably ask you or ask you to ask yourself is, what am I trying to do here? What am I trying to accomplish? It's sort of the same thing if I ask you, well, where do you want to go on vacation? Everyone's going to give me a different answer. Some people like the tropics. Some people like the snow. Some people like big cities. Some people want just to shop for 12 days straight. Some people want to do just super touristy stuff. It really depends on what kind of person you are and what you're looking for. So I think that would be a good starting point too, to figure out what is it that I want to get out of this? Is there something I'm trying to fix? Is there an answer that I'm searching for something specific? Those would be good places to start. Also to know that when you get right into the spiritual community, there is a lot of self-growth work and personal growth work that does happen within you and within everyone else as we are going along on our journey. And don't feel forced to have to jump in or dive into that right away, because when you get here, it can be very overwhelming. There's so many pieces of information to kind of absorb and take in and figure out which way you want to go. It's okay to stick to the top surface for a little bit, I think, right? Until you're ready. I think if you push yourself to do something deep, some deep internal work, or really dive in there before you're ready, it's going to backfire on you and you're really not going to get the most out of it. So don't feel pressured to dive into any deeper work unless you're just really intuitively feeling it. Like, I feel ready, let's go, right? Because either way, the work is going to be probably pretty challenging, even though it will honestly change your life, right? But you have to be ready for it. So that's something else that I would say too, if you're looking for a direction. Maybe the last thing, a piece of advice I'd probably give you is to really do some research into intuitive abilities or psychic abilities, right? And these abilities will help you learn to make sense of the information that you're not only reading, but the experiences you'll probably start having the more you start diving into this area, right? Because things are going to happen and you're going to be like, what is that? Or that was confusing. You might get messages. You might get flashes and impressions of things. You might hear something that sounds, like, well, where did that come from? I don't know. You might smell things that no one else can smell in the room. These are all part of your intuitive abilities that you have. So I think it's worth time doing a little research, making sure you understand what they all are, and then seeing if anything you've read resonates to anything that you've already been experiencing or doing. And if you find the ones that have, those are the ones I would start developing and working on, right? Because those are the strongest. So they'll be the easiest to work on for you. So hopefully that helps give you a little bit more direction. I know when you get here, it's like a kid in a candy store. There's so many cool things to choose from and so many areas of study. And the great thing is there's a lot of room to move and grow. There's a lot of fun, interesting stuff to study. There's a lot of people here that will help you. And you don't have to have it figured out right away. You really don't. Just let everything unfold in the proper time. And I think you're going to have a really great experience here. If you are someone who is feeling a little lost, you want a little help and guidance, that's something that I definitely do in some of my sessions. So please reach out. I would love to help you and get you going. So until next time, welcome. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an absolutely beautiful day.